Do you feel stuck, uncertain, or like you're in a waiting period, unclear of what's next? Maybe you've been questioning your purpose or wondering how to align your life with God's plan. Now, if you're not in a new phase of life, that probably sounds familiar. But within you is a dreamer, a believer, and an achiever. Now, depending on where you are on your journey, you may not feel like you fit into any of those right now. But hang with me, because by the end of this episode, you might just realize that God has already placed those within you. You just need to recognize and activate them. So stay tuned because I'll take you through a simple but powerful reflection exercise designed to help you uncover these ways of being within yourself. So grab a notebook, pen, and your favorite beverage, because after today's episode, you might just shift how you see yourself and your God-given path forward. Imagine waking up with joy, passion, and a clear sense of purpose, feeling grateful, inspired, and connected to God's plan, trusting His timing is always perfect. Welcome to Faith Inspired Living, the podcast for faith-based women who want to partner with God to co-create their divinely designed dreams so they can live joyful, abundant, and blessed lives filled with passion and purpose. Hi, I'm Donna Burgher, your host and Faith Inspired Living mentor. Join me each week for inspiration, motivation, and education, where you'll discover practical tools and biblical principles to deepen your faith and walk with God. Pursue your dreams, cultivate a positive mindset, and overcome obstacles to help you walk confidently in faith toward the radiant future God has planned for you. If you're looking for a podcast that places God at the center of your personal and spiritual growth, join me on this spirit-led journey infused with faith, hope, and love. Welcome back, or welcome for the very first time. I am so happy you're here. I'm your host, Donna Burgher. All right, let's dive into what it means to be a dreamer, a believer, and an achiever, especially in a new phase of life where everything might feel unfamiliar. Now, these three words aren't just inspirational buzzwords. They represent the way God invites you to partner with Him in every season of life. Now, a dreamer isn't just someone with big ideas. They open their heart to new dreams, even when the future is unclear. Now, perhaps you've let go of past dreams or put them on hold while focusing on others. And now you sense God calling you towards something different. Jeremiah 29:11. For I know the plans I have for you, declares the Lord, plans to prosper you and not to harm you, plans to give you hope and a future. Now, maybe the dreams God has placed on your heart in this new phase of life don't look anything like what you imagined years ago. And that's okay. Actually, I've walked that path, and I'll be sharing my personal journey in an upcoming book that I am honored to be co-author of. So, a little teaser, stay tuned for details. Okay, Ephesians 3:20 reminds us, now to Him who is able to do immeasurably more than all we ask or imagine, according to His power that is at work within us. Now, dreamers will ask themselves, what new desires or callings is God awakening in me right now? Now, dreamers trust that God has a plan and His timing is always perfect, even when the path forward isn't clear. Okay, now, for some, faith isn't always easy. Now, as believers, we anchor ourselves in God's promises, even when things are uncertain or unclear, or when doubt creeps in. Proverbs 3:5-6 encourages us, trust in the Lord with all your heart and lean not on your own understanding. In all your ways submit to Him, and He will make your paths straight. Believers trust that God is at work behind the scenes even when they don't see immediate results. It's about walking in faith, not by sight, and holding on to hope. As Hebrews 11:1 tells us, now faith is confidence in what we hope for and assurance about what we do not see. Now, you may feel like you're waiting for answers or clarity right now. But as a believer, God's plan is always unfolding, even in the waiting seasons, and every step along the way serves a purpose, even when you can't see the full picture. Now, being an achiever isn't about striving to accomplish everything and all at once. It's about taking intentional, faith inspired steps forward, trusting that each step will bring you more clarity. It's about stepping toward the life God is calling you to live. It's about progress, not perfection. James 2:17 reminds us, in the same way, faith by itself, if it is not accompanied by action, is dead. I'm always amazed to see how God works through me. With each step I take, clarity unfolds, taking me to the next level. Clarity doesn't come from sitting still. It unfolds through action. I wouldn't be where I am today if I had just sat around thinking about what to do. Trust me, I tried. I needed to take action, and with each step brought new insights. And with every new level of progress, more clarity was revealed. This is the path forward, trusting God and continuing to move even when the way isn't clear. Philippians 1:6 encourages us, being confident of this, that He who began a good work in you will carry it on to completion until the day of Christ Jesus. Clarity doesn't come all at once. It unfolds as you move forward. Achievers understand that movement leads to transformation over time. Clarity comes through faith-inspired action. Each step forward reveals more of God's plan, guiding you to become the dreamer, believer, and achiever He created you to be. This is the path toward living your dreams, trusting God, taking action, and moving forward in faith, allowing clarity to unfold one step at a time. All right, next, we're going to talk about how to achieve your inner dreamer, believer, and achiever. Now, this simple but powerful reflection exercise will help you uncover the dreamer, believer, and achiever within you. You don't need to figure it all out at once. Just take the first step and God will meet you there. First, you'll set aside 10 to 15 minutes in a quiet place where you won't be interrupted. Grab a journal or notebook and a pen. Now, divide your page into 3 sections, labeling them dreamer, believer, and achiever. Number 1, under dreamer, write down your answer to this question. What new dreams might God be placing on your heart in this phase of life? Now, don't overthink it. Just write whatever comes to mind, even if it feels small or incomplete. Okay, number 2, under believer, reflect on this. What promises from God am I holding on to right now? Where is He calling me to trust Him more deeply? Now, if you're unsure, start with scriptures like Jeremiah 29:11 or Proverbs 3:5-6. Number 3, under Achiever, write down, what faith-inspired action step can I take this week to align with God's plan for my life? Now, small beginnings are great. Maybe you want to start a new habit, or you want to pray more intentionally, or you decide to say yes to a new opportunity. These 3, dreamer, believer, and achiever, work together to help you embrace the future God has planned for you. Each one builds on the other. Dreamers open their hearts to God's vision. Believers trust in His promises even during times of uncertainty. Achievers take intentional, faith-inspired action, knowing that transformation happens one step at a time. Even though you are in a new phase of life, you don't have to stay stuck. Clarity unfolds through faith-inspired action. Each step reveals more of God's plan. So, which one resonates with you most right now? Dreamer, believer, or achiever? Maybe it's all 3. Wherever you are on this journey, know that God is walking alongside you, guiding you toward the radiant future He has planned just for you. Now, I'd love to hear what comes up for you during this exercise. So feel free to share your reflections in our Faith Inspired Living Facebook group, where you can share and connect with like-minded women of faith. I can't wait to hear what God reveals to you through this episode. Okay, so you can find the link in the description below. Keep dreaming, believing, and achieving, one faith-inspired step at a time. Thank you so much for joining me today. And remember, as you walk in faith toward the radiant future of your dreams, trust that God has a plan and His timing is always perfect. Until next time, have a happy and blessed day. Bye. Now, if you enjoyed this episode, please follow, subscribe, rate, review, and click the like button on YouTube. Then share this podcast with a friend, colleague, or family member who also aspires to live a faith-inspired life so that together we can walk in faith toward the radiant future of our dreams.